How do you build muscle on the carnivore diet? Can you even build muscle on a carnivore diet? There seems to be many people on the internet who claim that they couldn't build muscle on the carnivore diet, or even lost muscle after sticking to the diet long term. Many people say that without carbohydrates, they simply can't build muscle. This doesn't really matter for someone like me. I'm young, fit, with no allergies, autoimmune conditions, or anything of the sort, so I can experiment with my diet, adding in and taking away carbohydrates and other foods to see what allows me to perform optimally. But experimenting for optimal athletic performance is not the reason why many people start a carnivorous diet. Many people start this diet out of desperation after suffering with lifelong ailments that seem to be solved upon eating carnivorously and entering a state of ketosis. For many of these people, who will likely never eat a high-carb diet again, the question arises, do I need carbohydrates to gain muscle? Can I put on mass while in a state of ketosis? Well, if that's you, you'll be pleased to hear that the answer is, in fact, yes, absolutely, you can and will gain muscle on a carnivore diet, if you follow it correctly and do the right things. So are carbohydrates needed to gain muscle? Let's delve into both the biological and paleoanthropological perspectives to dispel common misconceptions. From a biological standpoint, the process of muscle gain hinges on protein synthesis, where the body repairs and rebuilds muscle fibers damaged during exercise. Protein, not carbohydrates, serves as the building block for muscle. While carbohydrates are traditionally viewed as essential for energy, the body is actually capable of entering a state called ketosis, which I'm sure you are all aware of, where our bodies can efficiently use fat as a primary energy source, as opposed to glucose. We also have gluconeogenesis. This process allows the body to convert non-carbohydrate sources, like amino acids from protein and glycerol from fats, into glucose. Glucose is essential for various bodily functions, including fueling parts of the brain and red blood cells, but it does not directly contribute to muscle building. This means that even in the absence of carbohydrates, the body can generate the glucose it needs and still support muscle growth through adequate protein intake and resistance training. Turning to the paleoanthropological perspective, examining the diets of ancient hunter-gatherers offers insights into human dietary adaptability. During our hunter-gatherer stages especially, humans' access to carbohydrates would have been seasonally restricted, with fruits and other carbohydrate sources being very scarce, particularly in winter. The reason why we have evolved such a sweet tooth is because we adapted for an environment where carbohydrates were scarce. At least 90% of the time, hunter-gatherers would have been in a state of ketosis. So, despite what carbohydrate essentialists may try to assert about the necessity of carbohydrates for muscle building, the evidence suggests that ancient humans were able to maintain robust physical forms, capable of enduring the rigorous demands of hunting and survival, which implies efficient muscle maintenance and growth, all without carbohydrates. So how do you gain muscle on a carnivore diet then? For myself, gaining muscle on a carnivore diet centers around two key nutritional components, protein and fat. It's all about focusing on nutrient-dense options that support muscle growth and provide ample energy for workouts and recovery. High protein intake is paramount for muscle synthesis. On a carnivore diet, this means prioritizing red meat and organ meats, which offer complete proteins containing all essential amino acids necessary for muscle repair and growth. To optimize muscle gain, aim for at least 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. Fat is a crucial energy source on a carnivore diet, especially in the absence of carbohydrates. Consuming high-fat foods like butter, along with fatty cuts of meat, provides the calories needed to fuel your workouts and supports overall caloric intake for bulking up. Fat is also essential for hormone production, including testosterone, which plays a significant role in muscle growth. So, to summarize, just eat lots of protein and lots of fat. If you struggle with feeling too satisfied too soon on the carnivore diet and struggle to eat larger meals, track your macros to make sure that you are eating a sufficient surplus. That's all for this carnivore video. If you found it useful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel to see more from me. Thanks for watching and goodbye.